I was wondering, did you happen to catch the professional football contest on television last night?
No, I didn't.
Oh, it was most exhilarating.
Yo, what's good? I am Winston A, aka the Swaggy Blurred, and welcome to another episode of SEN Live. I'm stepping in for Christian Harloff because, you know, he's a big shot. He got things to do. He's got meetings and stuff. He's trying to make your SCHMOEDOWN season great. So he asked me to step in and say what's up to the fine people. So you know I brought the best crew with me. Miss Roxy Striar, the world girl herself, is in the building.
Woo! On top of it this morning. Yeah, I'm feeling awake and ready, Winston.
That's what's up. I can tell. Girl, you look like you just finished a workout in the shower. You look like you've been well fed. You got some rest. Like, you look ready to kick the day's ass.
Does well fed mean I'm gaining weight? Oh, boy.
No. You look like you have taken all the things you need to be refreshed and ready to just take this day by the balls.
Good save.
Well fed.
Wow. I cannot believe that is how my words are being twisted. Ryan, help me out here, man. You got anything on the soundboard to bail me out? Because apparently that didn't go over well.
Anything on the soundboard to bail you out? Let's see. We can do a little bit of the 76ers victory song. Because they're number one in the conference. And holy cow. Yeah, it's a great time to be a Philly fan. Boom.
So this is just going to be our relationship the entire year.
This is it all year, every season, every sport. Maybe the best team in the league right now. So,
I mean, I don't have beef with the 76ers. Like, that's fine. Like, the Eagles, that's a different story, obviously. But,
right.
You know, it's fine. I appreciate your hometown pride because, you know, I'm a homeboy stan as well. Speaking of the homeboy and the stan of beautiful, wonderful music, he's promoting in the background right now, Mr. Alex Marzoña. What's up, playboy?
Hi, everybody. Hi. Yeah, I'm promoting my Good Night lyric video, so go check that out. It's good. Night.
Yeah,
it's good night.
Check that out immediately. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We got to talk some SCN Awards stuff. We got to talk about you know, how we feeling. We need you to send in those those Schmobots, those Streamlabs, those super chats, because that is how we pay everybody on the show. So please do that if you love us. That's how you tell us so. To all our podcast listeners, what's good? Thank you for getting this audio goodness all up in your ear. Definitely make sure you leave a 5-star review if you haven't already. But with that, let's just jump right into it. Alex Marzoña, can you tell us, sir, what is going on with the greatest TV show that ever will be?
All right, Ryan Coogler is on board to develop a series.
Is so dope. Oh my God, are we just gonna pass over that?
Hey, baby.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that I knew this is what we were going to talk about. I just grabbed the shirt at random, and then when I got the email, I was like, hell yeah.
Where? Oh, you're at work. Oh, I'm like, oh my God, what upgrade are we looking at right now? You've got binders, you've got your shirt on, you've got your jacket. You are so ready for this. All right.
I'm out here
upgrade with a binder.
James Slavario donated $20. So Marilyn Manson. Yikes. Really sucks cause he was one of my favorite artists as a teenager when I was getting into my own musical tastes. But then again, doesn't really surprise me. Anyone have any thoughts? And let's get some insight into your drafts.
I think that this is a story that isn't typically aligned with what we talk about on this show because it's just so not funny and so disgusting and disturbing. I will say I did like a half hour of it on my Live at the Roxy if you want to hear more about it. But I think we're all probably in agreement that this is horrific and what a monster.
Truly.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know much about Marilyn Manson or anybody he dated other than, you know, that like he was a big deal in the 90s. That's about all I got. And, you know, knowing that this is what was going on, like, you know, I hope that he gets, you know, arrested immediately and it goes to trial and this gets dealt with. ASAP. I just think it's kind of wild, man. What do you think about this? Are either of you a big fan, Ryan or Alex?
I never was. I'm curious. So you weren't either, Alex?
No, my parents wouldn't let me at the time in the late 90s.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just never my type, never my speed, never my type of music. But I knew he was huge, and there was definitely like something. He had a fan base. It was weird hearing that news the other day. It's always terrible whenever like a big celebrity like that is revealed to be somewhat of a monster. And yeah, I'm just more. I feel bad for all involved.
If for anybody who's following the story for a while, this was what she was alluding to for a really long time. She had talked about being in a previous relationship that was abusive. There was speculation that it was him. They were previously engaged. She had mentioned it was somebody who she was with for a minute, that when she was with as a teenager, that's exactly when she met him. So like a lot of people already speculated this to be the case. But I think speculation still allows you to be like, but what if it's not him? You know, we could still, if it was him and she said it, that's one thing. And now that she like full blown came out and said it was him, it's like, ugh. It has so many similarities to the Shia LaBeouf situation going on with FK Twigs right now too. So just this grooming process is and this abusive power is so disturbing, and it's again not the most fun entertaining topic of this show.
But how was your draft?
Yeah I know.
I mean, I love my draft. I love all the people that I got on the squad. We've already gotten like a little conversation going. We're going to do a meet and greet in a couple of days, which I'm excited about, and we're already prepping. We got the first 2 matches of the year, man. So we are already getting that ball rolling because we got to get ready. We got what? It's what, on the 19th? Is that when the match is?
What are the first 2 matches of the year, Winston?
The undercard is Laura Kelly versus Molly Damon, and then the title match between Chandru and Mara.
Those are the first 2?
Those are the very first 2 matches of the year. So we are already Swagathon 2021, baby. Let's go.
Are you calling the whole season Swagathon?
Well, no. Every time we take over a pay-per-view event, we call it a Swagathon. So, like, when we won the title belt, because it was Final Exam versus, I want to say, The Den, and then it was Chandru versus Smets, we called that Swagathon 2020. So this is just the 2021 version because we're on both we're on both matches. Like, what's up, son?
And if there's a murder, you can call on Swagatha Christie to solve it.
Hey.
Whoa, Alex,
where's
no.
that schmobot?
Elmo, no. Like, what the hell?
So was Spectacular Starathon?
Oh.
I mean, you could just make up your own thing. You don't have to, like, what are you, my little sister? I used to go, like,
yes.
I always went by Amar growing up, right? Like Alex Marshall, like that's how people knew me, right? And then my sister, when she got to middle school, was like, I'm Zmar. And I'm like, you just can't come up with your own shit. Like, you just got,
what, you think that's the most original thing anybody ever did is take A and then Mar?
Yeah, look at
Marzoña.
me.
First of all, it was given to me, and second of all, my sister very clearly took that. So what I'm saying is, you don't see me being like, "Yo, those are just hella like nasty."
Big brothers are mad annoying. Like that's the same when I went into high school and my brother was Jay Stry, and then people started calling me Stry, and he was like, "How could you do that?" It's like, what the fuck? That's not.
No, but here's the difference. I know for a fact. Nobody was like, yo, you're Zmar. She just literally she introduced herself to people that way.
But
I know.
You.
I dropped her off. Still, man, like all I'm saying is you don't see me out here in these streets being like, yo, those are some attractive numbers. Like I don't come up here and take your shtick. So like why is it gotta be a Starathon?
I'm not taking anything. I was asking in your words, is it a Starathon? Because I had 3 matches.
I would call it a rock show, maybe Rock Show 2020.
Yeah, but
like,
remember,
just like,
I don't have the rock part anymore, though.
Well, then you could call it the superstar tribute celebrity jam powwow. I don't fucking know. Come up with something. If you want me to brainstorm it with you, I will. But like,
no. My whole thing these days is the stars are born. I've taken A Star is Born, but that's not good for one event. That's good for the entire season. So I got to come up with more star things. What I will say is that star does lend itself very well to a lot of different things like shine or shoot for, you know, like there's a lot of star stuff going on.
I mean, that's very, very true. Speaking of stars, let's get back to that main story that we ain't even dive into yet. That Wakanda Forever. Bro, I'm going to go ahead and tell the story. I'm going to tell you. I done already text my agent, been like, I don't know how, but you need to give me an audition on this motherfucking show. So tell us about it, so.
All right, yeah, Ryan Coogler is on board to develop a series set in Wakanda for Marvel Studios and Disney+. Coogler signed a 5-year overall exclusive television deal, which also enables Coogler's Proximity Media label to develop other shows for other divisions of the company, with the Wakanda series being the first. Winston, with the Black Panther sequel set for July 2022, are you excited for just a little more Wakanda and the continued involvement of Ryan Coogler in the MCU?
What the motherfuck you think? Yes, sir! Like, look, bro, I'm gonna be honest. Like, other than the fact that everybody loves to call out whenever I wear my Killmonger jacket, I am so geeked out about this show. I was already geeked out about the sequel that was coming one way or the other. The minute I heard it was announced again, I sent an email and a text to my agent and my manager, and I was like, yo, like, y'all have got to figure out how to get me just even in the room. Like, you know, it, like, hopefully I'll do well enough in there. Like, I believe in myself that I can get some sort of role, but like, this is like a dream job for me. So like, even if I'm just the dude that's like annoying Shuri in like the lab, I'm just like, girl, you ever think that maybe we could come up with something that allows us to teleport? She'd be like, shut up, that's a stupid idea. Like, I don't care. Like, whatever it is, I could be an intern. I don't care. I just want some sort of role on the show because it sounds incredible. Roxy, like, is this something that you want to see yourself, or is there a different world within the MCU you'd like to see come to life?
I mean, are you kidding? This is awesome. Here's the thing. It just bodes really well for a TV show because you guys know I'm the TV person. I prefer TV to film. And when you have a place like Wakanda, there's a lot to explore. And so I think that it's awesome that we're getting another movie. But for me, true exploration of the people and the place always you can flesh things out more in television. And so I think there's a lot of different directions you can go with this show, but really there's nothing about Wakanda that I don't want to know more about. We really have only scratched the surface. So whether it is going back and experiencing how really this incredible place came to be, or whether it is being on our timeline or going forward, I mean, or being in the same time, but exploring a different corner, different tribes. Like, there's just so much that we can do in Wakanda. And we saw that even when in the movie, like, there's like nooks and crannies of this place. Mm-hmm. So I think that it is a great idea. It's a great TV show setting. Now, what they're going to do, I have no idea.
Right. No, and I agree with you because I think one of the best moments that we got to see, other than like flying into Wakanda and like seeing the ceremony about being king and whatnot, I think it's so interesting. Like, the scene I loved was just when T'Challa and Nakia were just walking through like a local market or like a strip of some sort, and just seeing the vibrant life, and again seeing both a cultural and like a technologically advanced like world. Like, I want to explore more of those street corners like that. I want to explore, like, what does Wakanda corporate life look like? I know that sounds weird to talk about, but like, that's dope. And are there public pools? Like, I would like to see stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to know more about how the world of Wakanda functions. It's part of the reason why my favorite Black Jeopardy, even though everybody loves the Tom Hanks one, was the one with T'Challa, where he was like, they were like, your daughter like back talks you. What do you say? And you're like, I applaud her for being very forward, and I suggest that she go to a near science facility so she can learn to be the best that she can be. And then like, that's great, dog, but the answer is, oh, you think you grown? You gonna get out my house? Like that was just amazing to me to see what this world is. So, I mean, Ryan, what about you, man? Was Wakanda something that you really got into?
Yeah. I mean, everyone wants to know what like a straight white guy thinks about this, first and foremost. No, I think this is awesome. This is a kind of a no-brainer. There's so many city set superhero shows from like Gotham, Metropolis, but what makes Wakanda so different from them is like that's a good setting where there's all these villains set, whereas Wakanda has, I think, this like way bigger cultural impact that you can investigate. Like they could do stuff within all the tribes. They could do, it doesn't even need to be fully set in Wakanda. It could just follow a lot of the characters we were introduced to in Black Panther. I think the possibilities for this show are endless, and it's
Liam donated
really, really exciting.
$20. I would kill to see Winston in a Black Panther spin-off show, especially if he has a scene with Winston Duke. Big Win and Lil Win in the same scene would be a dream come true. Much love to the crew.
Wow.
But what if Winston Duke wants to go by DMAR, and then are you going to have an issue?
But how does that make sense? How does that make sense?
You just don't know what he's going to want. You don't know what he's going to want.
He could be
Duke.
Duke.
Like Amar, and then he's like Duke DMAR, and Mar just means for him like I'm a fan of yours.
What are the ancillary jobs of Wakanda for roles that Winston could play? I mean, I could see. I love the test subject idea.
You know what I would love to do is to play Winston Duke's like younger brother for the like almost a Paul Walter Hauser role from like Cobra Kai, to like be Winston Duke's like be M'Baku's like little brother that like tries to come through and shit like that. He's like, "Will you shut the fuck? We don't talk about him. He is stupid." And I'm like, "I am dumb. I apologize." Like I feel like that shit would be so fucking funny.
Wow. Put it out there, man. Put it out there.
Hashtag Winston A. Marshall for Winston Duke's younger brother. That's a really long hashtag. Somebody come up with a better. Somebody come up with a better.
This is like Winston times X Winston.
That might work. Or maybe like Swaggy Blurred for Wakanda. That's too long.
Winston A. Wakanda. Boom. Ooh. Short and sweet. Get it out there, you guys. Hashtag.
Y'all help me
Amar
out.
and DMAR forever.
Whoa.
That's the one. There it is.
I hate you so much. Oh my God. Maybe swag for Wakanda.
Ooh, I like that.
So hashtag swag for Wakanda.
What about just Wakanda swag?
Ooh, I like that. That's good too. Yeah, okay. Let's do this in the chat. What hashtag do you think we should use? And then I ask y'all to help me get Ryan Coogler's attention that we can maybe get this hashtag to just, I don't even like real talk. Let me just pop up once an episode, just be like, "Hey big bro Duke, hey big bro M'Baku, was good. Go away. Nobody wants to talk to you." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna go and work on my training and like trip out the scene." That'd be so fun. Oh my God. All right. Anybody else want to?
DJ the Geek says Swagconda forever. That one's pretty good.
That's it. That's it. Yo, let's get that hashtag going. SEN crew, SCHMOEDOWN crew. I love y'all. Let's make this a reality. Let's get it. Hashtag Swagconda forever. Let me see how you spelled that so we're all on the same page, because I am not looking at the comments right now.
I think it's just swag and then KANDA. Swag.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Swagconda
You gotta
forever.
capitalize swag though.
Exactly.
All caps.
So they understand what the deal is. But yes, please. Let's get that going, y'all. Like again, I know that like what Kalinowski, one of his dreams was to be Green Lantern.
Oh.
I don't even want to be Black Panther, bro. I just want to be
there
in this Wakanda show. That's it. I just want to be there. I just want to be in the room.
Yeah.
I feel that before I even came in the room.
Yeah, but you're giving yourself like kind of these big speaking roles, which is ballsy, and I like it.
It's not even crazy. It's
no,
just,
I didn't say crazy. I said ballsy.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm chilling with just like a Paul, like, because Paul Walter Hauser had like a pretty sizable role in Cobra Kai.
Yeah, but you're giving yourself a series regular.
Yeah.
But see, remember, that was the whole thing. I was like right there at the end of last year. So I'm saying, let's ride this wave, baby. Let's ride it right into this Wakanda show. That would be phenomenal.
I just want whoever is casting directing this to know though that like at the end of the day you would take like an under 5 one day. You want to be on set for this show. Like you.
No. I mean, I agree with that. I hear that, but but at the same time, I'm not trying to put that in the universe. I'm trying to put in the universe that I'm become like a legit part of like the Wakanda lore. That's it. Okay. Like I you know what I'm saying? Like it could be do you remember how in SVU how Tamara Tooney she was the Oh my God, who's the person that does all of the autopsies? What are they called? Medical examiner.
Oh, yeah.
She's the medical examiner. She was in every episode, and she typically was in under 5, but she was a series regular. She'd just be like, it was murder. That's what I'm ruling it. Got shot, and they were also assaulted. So you need to find them immediately. Like, that's all she would ever say. And she'd be like, my ruling, it's a murder. Like, so that's all I need. I'd be like, yo, Big Brother Mbaku, do you still want me to stretch your back out today? Like, that's it. Like, that's once an episode. Just let me come in and say something like that. That would be fire.
I love this journey for you. I believe we can do it.
Stretch your back? Are you like a yoga
forever
instructor?
Yeah, exactly. Something like that. I don't know. Like, do you need me to take off your bunions? Like, I don't like, I'm chilling. Just like, I just want Alfred for
Wakanda.
Why does he have bunions? Why do I look well fed and why does he have bunions? How do you picture us, Winston?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just like in these streets just popping these jokes off. That's it. Like, that's how I see it. I'm just, and on top of that, again, there's a difference between like you look like you ace, like, see, you know what, this is a trap. I'm not falling for it. What's the next story, Alex? I'm not doing this.
I just wanted to say, what if it's like The Wire, where they focus on different aspects of Wakanda each season? That'd be pretty cool. And Winston, yes, I would love it if you're in the show. So please, let's get Swagconda Forever trending. Let's do it, guys.
Hell yeah, guys.
50 Shades of Geek donated $20. SEN, we have the swag candons. Hashtag Swagconda Forever.
That's what's up. Let's go.
Robot says conda. It sounds like condoms, right? It sounded like it said we've got the swag condoms.
Swag condoms
forever. Hey, look, I am all about people having swag, and I'm all about people being safe. You know what else I'm about? I'm about people making sure that you got that right phone service. That's right. After the year we've been through, saving money should be at the top of everyone's resolution list. You're paying insane amounts of money every month for wireless. Like, what are y'all doing? Switching to Mint Mobile is the easiest way to save this year. As the first company to sell premium wireless service online only, Mint Mobile lets you maximize your savings with plans starting at just $15 a month. See, that's wild to me because I don't know about y'all, but I currently pay like over $100 because I gotta have my unlimited data and all that stuff. Like, that's whack to like know that you get this for $15 a month. Like if you are looking for extra savings, premium wireless, $15 a month. By going online only and eliminating the traditional cost of retail, Mint Mobile passes significant savings on to you. All plans come with unlimited talk and text and high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone along with all your existing contracts. And if you're not 100% satisfied, Mint Mobile has you covered with their 7-day money-back guarantee. Switch to Mint Mobile and get premium wireless service starting at just $15 a month. So to get your new wireless plan for just $15, bro, that's less than a Hulu subscription, or that's about the same amount as a Hulu subscription. You know what I'm saying? It's about right even right there. $15 a month. Get that plan shipped to your door for free. Go to mintmobile.com/SEN Live. That's mintmobile.com/SENLIVE. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/SEN Live. And now, back to the news. Mr. Marzoña, what else we got, son? See that swagness? See that swag kinda all up in the ad read?
He wasn't ready for you. He was not ready for you. Alex.
All right, and the next story is that a new poster for Coming to America was released, teasing the March 5th release date and offering a look at the key cast. The sequel to the 1988 classic comedy stars Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, Sherry Headley, James Earl Jones, and Wesley Snipes, to name just a few. Winston, what's your anticipation level on this movie?
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. Even if like it ends up being trying to think what there was an example of like do you remember the fight movie with, what was it, De Niro and Stallone, I believe?
Grudge Match.
The Grudge Match. That wasn't a very good movie, but I love that movie. Just because like it gave you all of the stuff that you were like kind of hoping for from like seeing these two like be like huge fighters over the years. This is one of those movies that has like lived in lore forever. I can't believe that Eddie Murphy would allow for a bad retelling of the Zamunda like to like happen. So even if it's just an okay movie, it's still going to be phenomenal for that reason. You know what I'm saying? Like he's going to make sure that this movie is great. So I can't wait. I'm just being as patient as I can. It's one of my most anticipated drops of the year. Alex is over there grinning, man. It sounds like you're excited about this.
I'm excited to see the first movie. I still have not seen it, unfortunately. I know. I'm going to watch it today. Only Groundhog Day and Coming to America are on my list today. So I'll be getting to that.
What do you mean only those are on your list today? Are you more than 2 movies a day typically?
Sometimes, yeah. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing the Sundance Day, so I'll be watching at least 5 movies. So we got that going on.
Holy cow.
But, I can't wait to watch Coming to America, and the way Winston's talking about it, I'm very excited to see the second one.
Dude, it is one of my favorite comedies of all time. Like, there are so many quotables. Now, mind you, remember, like, you know how there's like a certain like style in which there are with 80s movies? Like, it's an 80s movie for sure, and you'll immediately tell, but like the humor is just there. And it's Eddie Murphy at his best. It's Arsenio Hall at his best. Like James Earl Jones being James Earl Jones. Like, it is so dope. You get Samuel L. Jackson in there with a shotgun, already screaming at people. It's one of his earliest roles. Like, you're going to have a great time.
Alex, this is a weird question, but why haven't you seen it? Like, is it one of those things you like put your foot down after you hadn't seen it for a while, or is it just not like the kind of movie that you watched growing up?
I don't know. It's just one that never really came up in the household when I was growing up. I think because it was rated R, like I didn't watch it as a teenager or something. I don't really know. It's just one of those that's always been on the list, and then there's something else new that's out that I want to watch first, and it just kept getting bumped and bumped. So like even I haven't seen Rocky. I know, sorry Ryan. It's just another one of those movies that keep getting bumped. There's a lot of classics like that. So.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
Ryan, if it makes you feel better, I've only seen Rocky 3 and 4. I haven't seen the first 2 or the last few. And
Why
I've
does
seen
that make him
previous.
feel better?
What?
I just
Why do you guys?
thought.
Wait.
I just thought he would feel better if I told him that.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, that's it.
The first 2 Rockies are both like literally 2. I mean, the first Rocky.
God.
So you're telling me 50% of us in this room have not seen Rocky?
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Where's
Brett?
I just didn't see it. And then the only reason I saw Rocky 3 and 4 is because I had an audition for one, so I needed to watch it, and then I did a podcast, so I needed to watch the other, and they're both great.
And what were you like? You were like, 3, man, it's so different from 1, man. 4, like I can't even, man, the progression of this is crazy.
I said, yo, Mr. T is a good ass actor. Like when he was like, hey woman, I heard you over there that your man's out here bitching about things. Well, you want to see what a real man is? Come on my apartment tonight.
He just freaks out.
I'm mad annoyed with the chat right now because they say since I haven't watched The Matrix, I don't have the right to talk about this, which is egregious to say that. I very much so admitted that I haven't seen The Matrix. Like, what? So I can't talk about any movie? I can't talk about Rocky. You guys are mad stupid today. But when it comes to Rocky...
Look. What? Everybody has movies that are iconic that they haven't seen.
I'm not shaming you guys for having not seen it in any way.
No,
I am.
You guys are both
I'm defending you.
like it. Yeah.
I'm defending you.
I know.
You're allowed to not see the Matrix. I'm allowed to have not seen Rocky. Like, I bet you there's something that Ryan, that's like in the cultural zeitgeist that he hasn't seen. Go ahead, give us one, man.
Sure. Casablanca.
Have you seen First Cow? Come on.
Ooh.
Casablanca, come on, man. A lot of people ain't seen Casablanca.
No, that's a really big one for
It's a
Ryan
big
to have
one.
not
I've seen it.
I mean, it's
but
one of the 5
seen
most famous movies of all time. So I don't know if that's
fair.
good, but I would put it up there.
Yeah, I finally
Alex,
got to that
what
last
about
year.
you?
I'm just saying Casablanca doesn't have a set of steps that people from all over the country go to because of a movie, right? Like, I think the cultural impact of Rocky is it's a whole nother conversation, but it's amazing, and you have to see it immediately.
I just think the lessons from Rocky they just like affected my entire life. Yeah. I mean, come on, it ain't about how hard you hit. That like changes your world. Rocky is that's a must. Coming to America is amazing, but Rocky, you've got to watch it.
Coming to America is also a must. If you ever have any sort of desire to be a comedian in any form or fashion, that is like a masterclass of all the different types of characters that you can
Alex,
play.
do you have a desire to be a comedian?
Do you, Alex?
No.
Do you have a desire to write comedy at all?
I I mean, if I were ever to write a script, I'm sure that there would be comedy in it.
Right.
So then, yeah,
but not straight up comedy.
Masterclass, sir.
There are
masterclass.
3 times as many good sequels of Rocky movies than there are Matrix movies. So don't come at people for having seen the Matrix. My God.
Yeah, very interesting. I'm really excited. I like this poster for Coming to America. I think that it's cool that it's a month away. I like the fact that we are in quarantine and it's giving me something to legitimately look forward to. I've told you guys about this, but I'm having a much easier time during this time watching comedies than dramas. So in a time period where we've got a lot of Oscar buzz movies coming out that are all very, very serious, and I'm not watching any of them because I just like only want to laugh right now, I'm excited that this is on the horizon.
I agree. I 1,000% agree. I think it's something that we
Smith
need.
donated $20. You choose violence on a daily when you haven't taken time to watch Rocky 1 or Coming to America. Hey, Rorks.
Jesus.
Wait, what?
Y'all coming in hot. They're saying you choose violence if you don't watch either of those movies. I mean, look, if it makes you feel any better, all the Rocky movies were on sale for Christmas for like $20. So I have them all, but like, remember, there's a large queue and it's not like a new Creed is coming out in a month. So like, I have to prioritize the stuff I watch. Like I got to make sure I watch WandaVision on time so I can do the reviews on the Intergeekdom show, 9 a.m. Pacific Fridays. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to make sure that like I'm up to date with everything on The Bachelor, which I'm not going to get into full detail, but Roxy, we're not going
to talk about it at all.
Okay. For 4 minutes. I'm going to talk about 4 minutes.
Yes. Right? That's so many minutes.
Hey, 4 minutes. So come back at 10:42 if you don't want to hear about The Bachelor. Look, I cannot believe, spoiler alert, that he eliminated 2 of these problematic motherfuckers in one night. That was incredible.
That was incredible. But you know what was weird? I feel like it was so casual. Some of the other women who didn't get roses, who we thought, like, your main girl didn't get a rose.
Oh, I'm aware. I'm already out. I'm very upset.
You know my girl, though. I told you from the beginning it's all about Rachel.
Yeah, but I heard some stuff about Rachel we'll talk about offline. That's not great. I'm not super thrilled about it. I don't know if you've also heard about it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I will tell you offline.
Why does it have to be offline?
Just because there's certain things that we don't talk about on the show. So we'll talk about this afterwards. So you can read between the lines there.
Okay.
So
for anybody who doesn't know, there was a very I'm curious, actually, Alex and Ryan, do you guys have any idea what's been happening on The Bachelor with the escort situation?
Oh, there was one contestant potentially an escort, right?
Well, no, she isn't. She was lied about. She was lied about, yeah.
One of the other girls started a rumor that she was an escort and told everybody on national television that she was an escort. Oh. And last night, the girl that made that up was sent home. I have to say, it's very unfortunate. She does not rep the white blonde girls as much as I would want her to. She is like the most... She is the most obnoxious. Like, she started crying when she was called out. She was like, I can't believe I said it, and now I have to deal with that consequences. I can't believe that.
The other one, when it was like, I heard you're a dancer, and she's like, so you're a hoe. And then he was like, I heard you called her a hoe. And that's out of context.
That's out of context.
What context is calling anybody a hoe proper? And she just goes,
you're starting to like him more, right? You're starting to like him.
I always said I liked him. I just didn't find him facially attractive. But to be honest with you, but seeing his anger face, I was like, oh, yes, Matt Zaddy. Like, wait a minute.
Every face of his is hot. Like, I'm super duper into his face and his body. I feel like of the dates that he goes on, it's kind of fucked up though. Last night, he took one of the girls shopping and gave her like these like red bottoms and like he got her like thousands and thousands of dollars of clothes, and then somebody else he's cooking in the kitchen with.
Yeah, I mean, not all dates are created equal, clearly. But I also was like, I was surprised that we got 1 minute to finish this up. I was also surprised that, like, I promised y'all 4 minutes, that like she was excited about getting the shopping spree. Like, it was a date that he didn't pay for that. That was ABC. So like,
but I don't care who
excited
paid
about
for
the
it.
Clothes.
She said she never had shoes more than $40. She's so happy.
I understand that. I guess I'm confused because it's like, if I take you on a date, then I get that. But to be like, this was the greatest date he didn't do it. Like that's the thing I think that's confusing to me personally. Yes. What, like 30 seconds? What final thoughts, Roxy?
I'm just looking at the chat. Did none of you guys watch this? None of you guys? Not one of you cares? That can't be true.
A number of them. I like their abs, not his face. Yeah. It's all good. Well, all right.
Time's
we are
up.
done. No, we are done with the Bachelor talk. Maybe Roxy and I will go live on stereo later to talk about this, but we're done with that. Let's get back to the stuff y'all actually care about. So let's go ahead and talk about some more news stories. What you got, Alex?
Yeah, we actually got some breaking news this morning. We got John M. Chu, director of Crazy Rich Asians and in the upcoming In the Heights, is now on board to direct the adaptation of Wicked for Universal. Stephen Daldry was on board to do it, but now but Daldry departed last October, and this adaptation has been in works for at least a decade. So we got In the Heights coming out this June. Are you guys excited for another John M. Chu musical?
Wow.
I mean, I'll let somebody else take this
one. Let me.
Yeah.
Follow me.
Go. Okay, go, language. Roxy. Go. Go, Roxy. Go.
I know, Alex, how excited you are about In the Heights. I think you saw it already and you love it, or you haven't seen it and you just like love them play.
I've seen the production.
Okay.
Many times.
So I am also a massive musical girl. I grew up on musicals. I grew up 4 hours away from New York, and when I was old enough to be a teenager, I would go into the city for the day just to go see some performance and then come back. We would beg our parents to let us drive the 8-hour day just to see some play, because I love musicals. I would be more involved in musical theater if I could sing. And so Wicked to me is I am obsessed with this play. I saw it in Boston. I saw it on Broadway. I love Wicked. It's a no-brainer that this comes out. I'm also a huge Wizard of Oz fan in general and all of the stories around it. So that's exciting. And John M. Chu is such a capable director. I think when you're going off of a base like this with Wicked, you need somebody who's just unbelievably solid. You don't want somebody who's brand new to the game, who might be trying some things. You just want somebody who is going to tell this story and do it justice. So after seeing Crazy Rich Asians, obviously I'm a huge fan of his in general. I haven't seen In the Heights yet, but obviously if they're using him for Wicked, that means he probably did an excellent job. This to me sounds just like a match made in heaven. And I cannot, this will be my most anticipated movie. I'm so excited.
Man, I'm shocked this hasn't been made yet. I think this is such a no-brainer to first put this into production. And everything Roxy said, echoing, In the Heights must be great. They must be really confident in it and happy with the job he did, especially with Crazy Rich Asians. This guy is box office. He's proven box office, and he has this whole catalog and resume perfect for this, from step-up movies, dance, concert films, and now a full-on musical In the Heights. This is a huge undertaking from Broadway, one of the biggest shows over the past 20 years. I think this is a really inspired pick, and I'm kind of happy. We talked earlier this week, he left Willow because it conflicted with a TV series he was doing in the meantime with COVID and all those types of scheduling. And I'm kind of happy that he's out of Willow now, because that might have restricted him from being able to do this movie as well. So I think this is great.
The music's so good, Alex. Come on.
I have actually not seen it or listened to the music. I know
Oh
Defying
my
Gravity.
God, Alex!
I know. See, it never came to LA when, once I started wanting to go to every single musical I could. So I haven't actually seen it, and for me, I don't listen to the music from musicals until I see the show.
Hey.
Every word to every song of this has some of the best music of any musical of the last couple of decades. It's going to blow your mind.
That's what you didn't hear.
That's so cool.
We're going to get Roxy to sing the whole musical at 11:50. There you go.
I will do it. What's so cool is that I know you're going to love this. There's no shot that you don't love this. Not trying to hype you up, but 100%. And I'm thinking about the generation coming up being introduced to Wicked, like this music is ridiculous. It's so fun. I love everything that is coming this way.
It's also interesting because like Rob Marshall was a big musical director, so I'm wondering if John M. Chu is kind of taking that mantle from him, because Rob Marshall did Chicago, Into the Woods, and
Soulless One donated $20. This is slightly late. It takes me some time to type. The Bachelor reminds me of Skeeter from Doug. It's his facial shape and nose. Hi Winston. Hi Roxy. Both my favorite factions. I don't know who to root for when you two face off in MTS.
Me.
Yeah.
Armar.
There's your answer.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mark,
I like his face. I would not have sex with Skeeter, and I would have sex with.
Why not? Skeeter's the man. See, that's funny is some of
he's a child, Winston.
No, he's a grown man now. Remember, he was a child in the 90s. That
They
would
don't
make him
grow
a
up.
grown Yes, what the fuck do you think Doug's been doing this whole time?
Well,
huh?
I'm not like picturing him as a kid and being like, but would he be hot as an adult so I could tap that?
What are you talking about? The Rugrats grew up, so what
Well,
makes you
that's
think
dating
that Doug... If anything, Skeeter might be looking at you because Skeeter would have been in high school when we were kids. So maybe he's looking at you and being like,
Star Gonzalez donated $20. Here to support my girl Roxy. Love you.
Aww.
Love you, honey.
Yeah.
Great name always.
Aww. Do you guys
You're
think
what?
Idina Menzel's gonna also be cast in the movie?
It's not just Idina Menzel, it's Kristen Chenoweth. So this is, I think you don't have one without the other. I've been doing a lot of thinking about this, Ryan. Thank you so much for asking me. This is my favorite topic we've ever talked about on this entire show. Here's the thing. The truth is, nobody can hit these notes the way that Idina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth can. They are the OGs on this. There's a reason why, like, they are still so synonymous with these roles. And so I think if you have one, you have the other. But unfortunately, I don't know that Hollywood will let two women their age be the stars of this film. I don't think that the ages of them actually matters for these characters, though. So that is kind of a bummer. If I had to pick, I would pick that we cast them.
Yeah, I think if it was animated, absolutely. Like not even a second question. Boom. But since it's live action, that's a whole new element. I think we've seen so many different types of adaptations of musicals, live action, like the Tom Hooper, not Cats, but Les Mis route, where it's live, they're doing the singing live. I think that is a musical where, yeah, like have at it with who you cast. Get Anne Hathaway, get anyone. But this is so synonymous with those two performers, much like In the Heights.
Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, so I don't think you can get away with getting two new people. But like Les Mis isn't a musical that's necessarily synonymous with two actors in particular. Like you can get new people, you could cast whoever. Whereas this, I feel like you need to get those two.
If you look at In the Heights' cast, mostly newcomers. So I feel like John and Chu will go that same route.
I feel like is not as well. Maybe this isn't true. I think that Wicked is a lot more popular than In the Heights. Is that not true?
Definitely. That is definitely true.
So I think that they are looking at this as like, I think In the Heights was looked at more as an indie as opposed to this, which is looked at as like a box office barn burner.
Right.
I mean, Wicked should make so much money. So much money.
All the money.
and then like even the Halloween costumes for that year. I mean, we're talking a lot of money. A lot of money. I don't know if they go like an Ariana Grande route with this. Or like a Selena Gomez route or
Rachel Ziegler.
Yeah, I don't know what they do here, but I really don't have a problem with them. It doesn't fully make sense for the musical, but if it was Idina and Kristen, my heart would soar. It would soar. I'd be so happy. I am so happy.
Roxy, I want this for you. That's
Thank
what I
you.
want. Would you want to be in this show?
Yeah, but I don't have. I mean, like.
Can't sing.
Well, I can sing. Not that well, but I could sing a little bit. Like I can do like a little bit more of a rocky, raspy voice thing. but I can't do like these songs are like insane.
We'll find out at the $1,000 mark if she can do it.
And I'll sing a Wicked song. Have you guys ever watched Legally Blonde, the musical?
No, not the musical. I've seen the movie a bajillion times because it's a phenomenal movie. And apparently Kristen's favorite, so that was something we bonded over pretty early.
No way. Damn.
Yeah. Well, it actually what inspired her to go to Harvard was because she was like, yo, let's go. Like, do it for the blondes. Can do it,
so can I.
Exactly.
She should get a Chihuahua. A Chihuahua.
Hell no. We both hate Chihuahuas.
Chihuahua or
Wawa.
You said it right, but Chihuahuas are the devil. What?
Well, that's what Bruiser is.
No, that I know. That doesn't make them not the devil. Like she could be like Elle without having to have a Chihuahua. Because I hate them little things. They just yap, and they're mean. They're so mean.
Do you guys ever bend and snap for each other?
She's done it before because I won't lie. I won't lie. I definitely was like, baby, can you do the bend and snap? But she was like, oh, you mean like this? And I was like, hell yeah. It works every time.
Every time. That's so good. All right, I can stop loving on Wicked now, but if you guys can't tell, this movie's gonna be dope. I'm very excited about it.
Well, that's totally fine. You know, I what I hope is that, you know, the same way that you feel about, you know, Wicked, you know, how much it means to you and how it like is close to your heart. I hope you guys feel the same way about your privacy. So when you go to the bathroom, you always close the door behind you, right?
Right.
You don't want random passerbyers looking in on you. So why would you let people look in on you while you're online? Using the internet without ExpressVPN is like going to the bathroom and not closing the door. You're just letting everybody just see your business. Now, did you know that your internet service provider like Comcast and Verizon knows every single website you visit? So all them little dirty sites you be looking at, they know. And what's worse is that they can sell this information to ad companies and tech giants who will then use that data to target you. ExpressVPN puts a stop to this. It creates a secure encrypted tunnel between your device and the internet so that your online activity can't be seen by a single person. I use ExpressVPN on all my devices. It works on everything, phones, laptops, routers. So everyone who shares your Wi-Fi can still be protected even if they don't have ExpressVPN. And the best part is, using ExpressVPN is as easy as closing the bathroom door. You just fire up the app, click a button, and you're protected. That's it. ExpressVPN is the world's #1 rated VPN by CNET, Wired, The Verge, and countless others. So if you're like me and believe your online activity is your business and your business alone, secure yourself by visiting expressvpn.com/SCN today. Use the exclusive link for the show, expressvpn.com/SEN, and you can get an extra 3 months free. That's expressvpn.com/SEN. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as we go back to the show, I got to introduce the man, the myth, the legend himself, the sniper, Mr. Brett Sheridan. Did we catch this SOB that ruined your car? Because if not, I will go on a hunt, sir. I am now a part of Wakanda, Swagconda, if you will. That's what we talked about. I will hunt him like the Black Panther.
We didn't get to the poster review yet. I didn't want to miss that. That was one of the biggest stories. Oh, you did it already?
Yeah, but tell us what you think about it, man. Tell us what you think about it.
Can we hear about the car first? I want to know about the car.
All right, I'll tell you about the car. The car has been paid off since 2017. It was not the greatest car, but it was paid off, and it got me where I was going, and now it's a total loss.
Is this the van? Is
this the van? That sweet van that took you to the airport and drove my kids to school. I love that van. There's just so much to talk about it. I couldn't get my Smashing Pumpkins CD out of the disc player. I've had it since I was in college. It's a total loss. It's a total loss when they ran the numbers on just how old it is and how many miles it is. They didn't even have to look at the thing. But, you know, it's one of these situations where I don't give a shit about cars, and I you know, if it gets me where I'm going and it's safe and it's paid off, that's all I care about. Now I have to accept their paltry check, and I need to go try to buy a car, which is something I don't want to do. But there are a lot of people with other problems in the world. I'm a little shook right now. I got in there, I'm an emotional person. I started thinking about the car rides with my kids to school and dumb stuff like that, and they hauled my little shit box off, and I insurance, by the way, if you get full coverage, get the one that covers you if somebody slams into your car and doesn't have insurance, because if you don't, you get to have the deductible subtracted from what they pay you back on your car. So shitstorm upon shitstorm upon shitstorm, but Coming to America 2 poster, colorful. All the characters in the movie look like they're fit on the poster. It is great.
Brett, so
God damn it!
Just so I'm clear, nobody was hurt. Nobody was in the car.
The guys, and I got to tell you the truth, the guys that did it,
multiple guys.
Well, I mean, they were in the same car.
Okay.
I don't know who was the driver or not. I think the driver kept giving me 9 numbers to his phone numbers, so I assumed he might be a little messed up, but I think he was just shaken because they just somebody came and picked him up. They didn't take him away, so I don't think they were drunk, but they were not insured. They were not insured. But
doesn't that mean they have to pay out of pocket?
I don't think so. I don't know. There's a lot that's going on right now. I had a very positive attitude about this whole thing until I got off the phone with right after I had it picked up, the insurance company called me. That's why it was even later than I had expected. But yeah,
I'm really sorry.
It's all right. I think there should be more taught, maybe even school, about car insurance and what you should continue to pay, because I paid this car over 10 times, in just insurance that is basically not going to do me a damn bit of good. But the last time I went to Just Liability, I know this is very interesting for all our listeners. Last time I went to Just Liability, my wife got in an accident and totaled our car. Then we couldn't afford to fix that car, but at least it covered the other car, so that's why I held on to full coverage.
Can I ask you a question, Brett?
Yeah.
So I know that when you like buy a car and like you have a loan, like I know that there's a set level of coverage you have to have.
Yeah.
When you paid it off, did you lower the coverage at all?
I didn't, because of the fact that I did that exact same thing with my other car.
Your wife.
Yeah, and then we couldn't. It was like $5,000 in damages to that car, which we couldn't afford at the time, and so then that one. Well, so I'm like, well, at least if something happens, but I probably at this point could have been liability, but it was just that fear of like, well, if something happens, then it's easily dealt with. But it's one of those things where if you just stack money up into the bank, instead of paying towards that, but nobody's good with money, are they? No. I'm not going to do that.
Well, the reason, real quick, I'm sorry, Rox. The reason why I asked that question is I guess, so you had the same coverage on the van and it didn't cover what was going on?
Who am I reading?
Hold on one second, Rox.
Brett,
Take over. I'll be right back.
Here's what I will say, Brett, and I think that a lot of people could probably relate to this. No matter what exactly happens to the car, not your car, but people's cars, whatever reason they have to get new ones, whether it is an accident or the car breaks down or whatever. It is interesting how emotionally tied to our cars we can be, which is not something I knew until we were getting rid of my mom's car that she drove, and I was like, how can I get rid of this car that she was in before? Yeah. And whatever it is, like when you have memories in a car, I don't know, something about like getting the car every day, you don't think about that. But then when you have to get rid of a car, there is this like emotional component that kind of washes over you. And so I think that's
oh my God.
People like don't kind of talk about that.
Yeah, it's weird because it's not, and not in a sense of like, oh, this was my sweet, Camaro or anything like
no.
This was just like my 2 little babies in the back seat talking about silly things on the way to school and playing Smashing Pumpkins. They loved it when I blared Siamese Dream, and we all just did air drumming to it. It was just, there's all these things that came flooding back to me. And it's a weird thing because I always joked about what a crappy car it was, but I kept it maintained, and it made me look cool, Roxy. I mean, you saw them.
You did. You looked really cool and capable. But I also think, though, and for anybody who has ever had to get rid of a car and then gotten a new car, that feeling does go away pretty quickly, or at least subsides when you are in your next baby. Like Because then you get to create new memories, and like your kids still get to be in that car, and you still get to like have that. And maybe your kids are even excited about a new car that comes, or whenever that does happen. Actually, Ryan, I'm just looking at you. I know that we went through you getting a new car, and you were like really distraught about it.
Roxy told, not to peel like the curtain too much, but Roxy told that exact story that she just told about her car to me, because I went through this a year and a half ago. Actually, I think it was a year and a half ago, and it was like the shittiest 2 months ever until COVID, where especially when you're in LA and you don't have a car, and it's like you have to have a car. But I had this red 1999 Jaguar I bought from my grandfather. He never drove it. I bought it with my parents. We both like split it in high school. It was the coolest car. Had it through college. It was very impractical gas-wise, but like drove it to LA, the whole thing, and just it was problem after problem, and the amount of money I was putting into it was...
You just kept breaking down. Your car kept breaking down.
It kept breaking down. It was like alternator, boom, transmission. I'm like, okay, now I can't do this. Might as well put that money to a new one. But I remember there was like this 2-week period. I was so stressed, and Roxy was like, I had this car, and like I kept putting money into it, and and like it's okay, and there's people that like can help, and it's so crappy, and also and just like the goodbye of it is like there's so, like all high school, all of college, like that's the car, and man. Hopefully
this makes you feel a little better, Brett, not worse. I'm not saying.
Oh no,
like,
I
just
actually
commiserating.
Yeah, I'm not. I there's people that have problems, and and nobody needs to start a GoFundMe or anything. I can get a car. It's just a hassle. You know, I don't want payments. You know, no, I mean, I just don't want to have to pay. It was like I just paid off my wife's car. We had 2 paid off car payments. We could save some money. And I told my friend that day, I go, hey, man, you know, at least my car's paid off.
No way.
Yeah, legit.
The universe heard you and was like, nah.
Not today, brother.
No.
There is another person who might have a comment on this about to come in to the show. Mr. Baby Carrots, Mark Ellis.
Looking like a goddamn professional. Mark
Ellis.
One
of those gaming chairs, huh?
Yeah, Mark, what is this new setup you got going on?
Thank you. Well, we'll talk about the setup in a minute. First of all, I would like to congratulate Brett Sheridan on getting rid of that piece of shit band. Good riddance. Am I right?
Am I right, you guys?
We did it. It's really, I have a Smashing Pumpkins box set CD if you want to borrow it, Brett. That is all yours if you want it.
I had 2 other CDs in there, and both of the band's name have crows in it.
Okay.
Counting Crows, Black Crows.
Yep.
And Counting Crows. Yep.
August and everything after was always our trip back from my wife's mom's place when we'd go have a barbecue. That was the one the kids would fall asleep in the car, and my wife and I would sing that one. And then Black Crow's Amorica is just a banger, if you will. So we actually there were other ones in there that we got out before I forgot until today that like you can't get the CDs worth nothing. But again, that's how I'm making myself and I'm like my family laugh about it. I told my brother, I'm like, they better reimburse me for the goddamn CDs.
You're damn right. Brett, you and I should be better friends because here's the thing. You remember at the end of the year when everybody was doing their, hey, look at what I played most on Spotify. Everything that I played on Spotify was either Black Crowes or country music because of a whole other situation. But the Black Crowes is what I listen to when I walk Molly, the Wonder Dog. And so we go around the valley for hours at a time, and I just put on Black Crowes, and I'm jamming the whole time. That is good country, rock, Southern harmony music. Anyway, hi, everybody. I miss y'all.
Hey!
Mark, I'm not going to be able to let this go as your rock and roll friend and somebody who's spent many hours talking to you about music. Your most listened to was country?
That's a whole situation that you are a little aware of, Roxy. But for most other people, I don't mind country music, but if there's other people in my life who enjoy it, I'm happy to play it on my Spotify. But yeah, Black Crowes is like, because sometimes if I play like my hardcore rock music that I love, it's like I can't be that pumped up all the time. You know, you can't just walk around jacked all the time.
I get it.
You gotta pay
in the world of Black Crows versus Counting Crows, though, I have to say I go Counting Crows.
Yes.
I don't feel great about that decision, but that is what in my soul.
Roxy, I was picked on horribly. Not like, I mean, this is like razzing in college with my buddies when I bought the August and Everything After CD, and this was full grunge era. I was listening to Nirvana, Soundgarden, everything as well, and these guys are like, "What is this crap you're listening to?" And I'm like, "You don't get it, man. You gotta diversify your portfolio, brother."
Here's what I'd say about Counting Crows is like they're really good and talented, and the dude dated everybody in the '90s, but.
Right.
Counting Crows doesn't have that element where they can just plug in and just rock your ass off.
No, they don't.
Black Crows, the Black Crows can like go like low and they can make you different emotions, but they can also just plug in and just beat the shit out of you, which I enjoy sometimes.
And they can get quite angry if you don't clap. I saw them open up for Heart during Heart's Bad Animals tour. They were a new band at the time, and I can't think of the lead singer's name, but he was getting very upset with the audience because they
Chris
were...
Robinson?
Yeah, he's like, "Come on, motherfuckers!" You know, it's like, these people are all like in their 70s. Let's cut them some slack here, bro.
Hey, you can clap into your 80s at least.
Yeah,
Come on now, Brett.
I think he wanted a mosh pit or something at a Heart Bad Animals. Bad Animals was not one of their earlier albums.
No, I'm surprised that goes Black Crow's Heart. But look, Ryan, Alex, Roxy, Brett and I are not here to make the show in worse shape than Brett's van. We are here to listen. All I can really say with any certainty is that I don't think Black Crows or Counting Crows are going to be headlining any festivals in Wakanda on that new TV series, but I think they could be a solid opening act. Now, do we have Wichala back? Is he?
I'm back. I'm back.
Are you in his office?
Do you know which office this is?
Oh.
Do you recognize it?
I do not know whose office that is.
Is it Jacob Emrani's? Because I need a lawyer.
I don't know if any of that looks
Can we
familiar.
get Mickey Mouse and Elmo talking about their favorite rock bands?
Ooh, who's supposed to do Mickey?
That's
the question every time.
I can do a pretty.
Unfortunately,
it's Roxy.
I am Mickey.
Oh, because I do a pretty good one, but you got that, girl. Do it.
No, it's not good, Winston. It's just Mickey.
So it's our favorite. So it's Elmo's favorite rock bands.
Okay.
All right.
I have a feeling that Insane Clown Posse is going to make an appearance somewhere.
Of course, I'm a juggalo. But also, I also like Ice Cube. Cause he plays some real cool New Year's parties. What about you, Mickey?
I don't know if Ice Cube actually counts as rock music. But I will take it. I'm a big fan of anything with a mouse. So, Modest Mouse and other mouses as well.
When I said Ice Cube, I meant Vanilla Ice. I was trying to do a different one that's a worse. I like other people like Ice Cube. I don't know who I am right now.
Elmo is having a midlife crisis. Write about it in a song, Elmo.
Oh yeah, Elmo would also like Kid Rock. That's another one he would like.
My name is Kid.
Right? Oh, and Ted Nugent. Oh, those are all the best ones that Elmo would like.
Rock on. Thank you so much for coming to this TED Talk.
I am very surprised that maybe Winston, I don't know if you can speak to this. I know you're a big Disney fan too. Is there some rift with Mickey and Goofy? Because Mickey, I thought was going to say Powerline, but maybe that's not in the cards.
Well, have you not heard, like, do you know why Mickey's mad with Minnie?
I do not.
Because she's fucking Goofy.
Oh, Mark, come on. Okay.
I'm going to be honest here. I thought that was going to be like some sort of riddle, and you just straight up.
Nope. No chill. Zero chill. This is one of those situations where like I'm just like I'm coming in hot, bro. Like I don't get to do many shows with Mr. Baby Carrots, and if we do, it's normally because we're disagreeing about movies. So I figured if I was gonna get the opportunity to like sit and chat about some stuff, I'm just gonna go in, bro. Like that's it.
We talked about where Winston is. Mark, are you gonna explain to me your setup? Where are you?
I am in my comfy apartment where I very rarely ever need to leave again. And I ordered this chair this weekend because it is a gaming chair. And as you all know, the only game that I play is Wii Golf. So I'm not sitting down when I'm playing video games. But this chair feels so much better for this kind of activity, for writing. Y'all, I wrote for 3 hours yesterday just banging away on the computer. No back issue whatsoever, because what I was using is a stadium chair from Lawrence Joel Veterans Memorial Coliseum's front row, where I watched the Demon Deacons play when I was in college. So that chair has seen Tim Duncan and Chris Paul and Randolph Childress, but it also has seen back issues for anybody that sits in there for more than 45 minutes at a time. So I got this chair, and I am just loving life right now. I may sit here like this until the Super Bowl.
Wow.
That chair actually is also offered up to someone installing artwork with a towel on it as a step stool, as I remember correctly.
Do you guys have bony butts?
No. Roxy, no.
I don't think I do. I got some junk. I got some juice.
I have a high and a very large ass. It's the one thing I've been trying to fix for a long time. Also,
you don't want a high, large ass?
No, not. I mean, look. I mean, I don't want not an ass, but like the fact that like, I mean, I appreciate that Kristen likes my ass. That's the only thing I can say, because like I got ass. Like if I did the busted challenge, I would put a lot of people to shame. That's how much ass I have.
I think that will bode very well for you in life.
I mean, are women into men with big asses? Like I don't.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Well, I didn't know that was a thing.
Where have you been?
I you know what? That's right. I should know this. We came up with the whole idea of the Washington Thick, right? And that like that the ladies do love, you know, some athletes with some nice high, tight, large asses.
This is literally like, I'm just curious, are men into women with large breasts? I never knew.
Didn't know that correlates. See, I was out here thinking that women like men that like are attractive, that men like in the face, with muscles, with money, that are kind. I didn't know one of the attributes that women are into are men's asses. I didn't know.
Yeah, no, I didn't know either.
I knew, but I didn't know. You know what I mean?
would imagine that an ass is probably helpful for both accounts, because think about when you ride a roller coaster, you know, like when you put the seat or the protector on and then you want something to hold on to during bedroom activities, you want something to hold on to. You want something to grab onto. And so it's more of a safety procedure than anything else.
Somebody in the chat was like, they wanted to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like
it's a badunk.
Cakes though. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm
everywhere
jealous.
I go,
Wow.
like I'm chilling.
And how are we going to be only at 180 right now with that kind of ass?
You should have offered that up as a price point, Winston.
Yeah,
you gave that away for free.
Well, and that's the thing. We've got about 45 minutes left, ladies and gentlemen, and you know that our goal is to get around 500. That's how we make sure everybody can come back to the show. So send in some more of them schmobots. I know that Mark hates them. Y'all don't want to. Like, I love Mark, but like it seems to work to play them when he's here. Yeah. So.
I hate them, but I will say this. If we get to 500, I'll show everyone my ass. And we can see, Winston and I can have a juice off.
Wow.
Okay. Oh, a juice. Okay. All right. I like the idea. If we hit our standard 500 today, we're going to hit you with the juice off. So let's do it.
Winston, you're lucky it's not Friday, because if it's Friday, you know what happens when we hit 1,000 is you and I have to shotgun beers outside.
Correct. I'd shotgun a beer with you guys.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
That's a Friday show.
Yeah.
No beers today.
Somebody just said that that's the beginning of my OnlyFans. I mean, if y'all just want to my ass.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought we were. Oh yeah, we can't play it. Oh right.
We can't.
Show. Ooh. Wakanda Forever.
You're the OnlyFans of Wakanda.
Yeah.
Well, that's apparently the other thing is that, and that's how I could be Winston Duke's little brother. So we talked about this, Mark. We're gonna get Swagconda Forever trending. # Swagconda Forever, because I have to be in this Wakanda show. I just want to play like I could be anybody, like a series regular. I could be in there like tomorrow, Tooney. I was talking about the medical examiner in SVU. Give me like 5 lines an episode. I'm good. I'm out. Like I don't need anything else. But just make me like Winston Duke's like little brother that he's ashamed of. You know what I'm saying? And just have the two of us just like riffing together. And like then that's the thing is that like clearly we are brothers. Do you not see? We have the same ass. Like, you know, like I feel like it'd be a lot of fun. Like just let it happen.
I'd like to cast you as M'Baku's younger brother who never leaves the cave during battles. He's just playing video games in there. Like I think that's you're just kind of the slacker brother. And I'm fine with people campaigning to be in shows. You get one with me. Like you see people on Twitter like, oh my God, I want to be in this show, and this show, and this show. You get one. So if that's your one, Winston, then I can put my full weight of the juice of my ass behind this desire that you have. Does anybody else on the show have what's the what?
What's your one?
My one wish of being on a show was I just wanted to be a PA on The Last Dance, and that unfortunately didn't happen.
Wow. We could have gotten that trending. We could have had you a PA there. You should have spoken louder.
If there's any other dreams on the panel, let them be heard now. Alex, looking in your direction.
For us or just in general?
For 47-year-old white dudes? If not, then that dream's passed.
You'd be surprised.
They're really looking for those tired old sketch artists, I think. That was my dream.
Lucasfilm.
Now, my only hope is to maybe host someday.
Sorry.
You want to what?
To host.
I said I'd maybe host SNL. My dreams of being on it are
Pac-Man
gone.
Dwain donated $20. Breaking news, and EA Sports have brought back the game This Not a Drill. Yo, on side note that half my girlfriends I had in my life, the reason I got them because I got football as they used to squeeze it, but I didn't like that.
What?
You didn't like
Pac-Man?
your butt squeezed?
Pac-Man.
I'm just saying what we're all thinking, right?
I heard the EA Sports angle of that, and he's probably talking about the college football game. They just
right. I think it's making a comeback, which is what they're doing, which I actually appreciate. Is it sounds like because with the laws changing, they're setting it up that these players can get money for their likeness in the games going forward. If that's the case, then I'm 1,000% for it. Because that was always my beef. I was like, look, man, they're making billions for other people and they don't get anything. And if they get hurt and don't make it to the league, now you've lost your opportunity to change your life. And when you should have been getting money, like you're essentially in the JV of the NFL, more or less. Like you are making so much money for so many people. You should be getting paid. So.
If you could
EA Sports, it's in the game.
Also, love that drop. That's my favorite drop. And you found that fast.
Holy crap. If you guys could be excellent at one sport, like you're going pro, which sport is it?
Because of butts and maybe getting mine back, it would be soccer. Because I love to play soccer. I was actually quite good at it. And when the way my wife looks at soccer players, oh boy, if I could just be one of them.
Bend it like Sheridan. I'd go basketball.
Yeah, my favorite sport to play is basketball. I'm reasonably good at it, but I like being by myself a lot. And so I tend to think one of the more isolated sports, like golf. I think I'd like to be good at golf because you get outside, you get in nature, you get away from people. I think I'd probably take the G to the Alf.
Winston?
SCHMOEDOWN. To pick a sport to be good at.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like okay right now at dodgeball. I would love to get to the point where I could play on Team USA, man, because like they are wild. That or some sort of martial art. I would love to be like, you know, after watching all that Cobra Kai, I've always been a huge martial artist fan. Like, I mean, I was obsessed with the Ninja Turtles. I was obsessed with the Power Rangers. Like, that was always my yam. So I would also love to just be like a dope fight. Like, I don't want to go UFC with it because I'm not trying to get like my head cracked. But like, you know, the karate's in the Olympics, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, but you're not doing it for the Olympics. Winston's just going to be hanging outside 7-Eleven waiting for some shit to go down.
I mean, I won't lie. There's a part of me that is always want, like, dude, do you realize how many times I watch putties and tangas and all that stuff just show up? And I'm like, guess we got to go down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would love to be able to just do that. That would be a dope sport. And it's practical. If anybody ever threatens Roxy, threatens Kristen, threatens Mark Ellis, I could be like, yo, you ain't going to talk to Mark Ellis like that, son. Like, I would love to do that.
But
Winston, they said my booty was juicy.
They said it was what? I'm about to fuck your shit up. Like, I'm so ready.
Apparently everybody in high school that knew karate would kick your ass with it, but they weren't allowed to due to a code. That's what they always said to me when I confronted them.
Right.
I wanted to fight. I'd use my karate on you, but I can't use it. I'm considered a deadly weapon.
I'm not allowed to. Responsibility.
Thank you guys for
What's your answer?
I go back and forth between basketball and tennis. I think that tennis would be incredible because I feel like lifestyle wise, you can still like just live like somewhat of a normal life, but it would be amazing. And basketball I loved playing basketball. I just wasn't that great at it. I was gonna say football, but then my brain hurt, and that was a bummer.
Doesn't matter how good you are at football or boxing, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna be a painful sport. And golf, just swinging, nice,
a little
and easy.
stressful.
By the way, this sip goes out to Roxy Striar.
No, I saw it already. I saw it already. Just so upsetting.
The gum.
I guarantee you that gum is why you're listening to all this country music.
Oh my goodness. Hey, well, we need to. What other stories do we have, Alec? Because I know we got to cover those, and then we got to get to these streamlines and super chats. Which, by the way, y'all, we are at 206. We're still, what is that? $294 away. Help a brother out. Like, if you just want me to be gone, just tell me to my face. Like, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, please send him them dollars, them ducats. I know we all just paid rent. It's Groundhog's Day. You don't have to pay the second time. But if you could help us out, it would mean the world. But Alex, what else we got, brother?
We can get to that other story later, but let's get to the Streamlabs. And what were you gonna say, Ryan?
I was gonna say at 550, are we doing? That's our goal right now? 550.
550, yeah.
I just want the world to see my ass, okay?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
550 for the ass.
550 for booty, and if you guys have ever cared about me at all, then you will do that so we can watch. Maybe some twerking.
Twerk off at 550?
At 550, I'll twerk off of Mark Ellis. I'll be down to do that.
It almost was like Alex was just jealous, like he wanted to be part of that.
Alex, would you like to twerk off, Alex? You can twerk off with us, bro. No,
Alex,
thank you.
get in there. You're in now. You're in now. If you don't have the exact facial expression that Roxy requires, then that means that you are in the twerk off. So it's Alex, it's me, it's Winston, Roxy.
I think we need all the guys. I think all the guys gotta do this.
Ryan looks suspicious. Ryan looks suspicious, like he knows he can twerk. Ryan's in.
Yeah, he's hustling us. He's sandbagging right now.
The only person who gets to make the choice on this is Brett because he's having a crap day. But if Brett wants to show booty,
I feel like, but hold on. I feel like all five of us have to do this for Roxy. I think all five of us have to twerk off for Roxy.
Kind of what I'm feeling too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No pressure.
I think I have the room. I am butted right up. Maybe I might have to get up again on the bed.
Yeah, man, just hop on the bed. You can hit that. You know,
face down, ass up, and do that. But,
I had a very, very serious moment where I called Steph and made her come over, and I said, "I need you to talk to me about my best twerking position." And so I gave her like 5 different kinds of twerks I can do, and she was like, "Oh no, definitely that's the one. Like that's the one that looks good." It was amazing.
Completely different direction.
No, I have to know because often you're asked in life, what's your twerk look like? And I was like, which way do I go with this?
I agree. I just thought that where this was going was like, Steph, I've had a terrible day. I need you to come over here and twerk for me, girl. It's the only thing that'll perk me up. I was like, Roxy, my goodness.
Trust me, that line doesn't work with Steph.
She likes my side to side twerk better than my up and down twerk. So it was very important information to have.
Oh,
that's fair. They are different muscles. They are different skill sets in the same way that like they're different Like, for
Ben
example,
_
like
Rainer donated $20. Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Winston, you said you were big on Power Rangers, so I have to ask the crew, if you could be any color of Ranger, what would you be? Also, which was your favorite season of Power Rangers? Mine was Mighty Morphin.
Kimberly, I'm pink. Give it to me.
Yeah. I mean, if you're talking the old school Rangers, then it's got to be the Green Ranger, because he mollywopped the whole squad by himself. I know his powers got stripped from him, but like he was in the Dragon Zord. That was badass. Favorite season, either Mighty Morphin, or like, for those that apparently did not keep watching in high school, Power Rangers SPD. That was fire. I love that.
What is mollywop?
As in, like, you got your ass whooped.
Oh, huh.
You got mollywopped.
It has nothing to do with the dog or her fighting ability. I'd like to point that out.
I thought it was a
Johnny
WAP
5
thing.
for Life donated $20. Come on, everybody, you're leaving out the most obvious choice to lead this movie. Lady Gaga is perfect for Wicked. She can sing any style music, including classic. For those who haven't seen it, look up online. Lady Gaga at the Oscars sings Sound of Music.
She's incredible, but there's two of them. So are you saying her for Alphabet, or where do you want her? Because she's more of a Kristen Chenoweth. Just if I'm
Lady
being
Gaga
really
for one of
honest right now.
Yeah.
Lady Gaga for one of them, and then Stephanie Germanotta for the other.
Okay.
You can't cast something you've never heard before, Alex.
That's right. I'm more of a Red Ranger for Mighty Morphin, and I was him for Halloween for 4 years.
Oh, wow.
So I basically was him.
Damn, dude.
Wow.
All right. I like that. I mean, yo, I mean, Mark, did you watch? I mean, was that beyond your time then? Like that when you were in high school and you were like, yo, y'all are whack?
Power Rangers came around when I was in like 5th or 6th grade, and I was like a huge Ninja Turtles guy. And then Power Rangers started, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm done. I think I'm gonna go outside and see what the girls are up to. Like,
God damn
it! That was just. I just
you know what?
What were we up to, Mark?
No, Mark, you know what? You know what the girls my age were up to? Being Kimberly, and I was like, and I'm Tommy, girl. I mean, I should probably be Zach, but you know what it is? Like, what up? Like,
we just missed the boat, or the boat had just come to shore. You could spin it either way.
Mollywop. Verb to swing one's arm back that it almost trips out of its socket, and then proceed to completely knock the flowers out of someone in the face with the cheetah speed moving fist.
What's
Gain
happening?
popularity through Sharkeisha.
Finding mollywop.
No, I get it, but why is your?
It's just meaning you're hitting with such a force. Like
I get it, Winston. I'm just not happy about it. I don't want to be mollywopped.
Oh, I don't think any of us do.
No,
it's more like an expression.
About
like
time.
About
football time to be hitting the old dusty trail. You know, Roxy is, you know, not trying to.
That's fine. Hit that trail, Alex. I know that you said we had some things to go through, so let's hit them.
Yeah. So first of all, I want to talk about, we have our SCN Live Awards going on. If you want to go into the Google Forms that is in the description of this video, go fill that out. There are categories like Best Musical Performance, Best Impressions, Best Rants, Best Schmobot Name of the Year. Throw in your suggestions for those nominations. This weekend, I'll tally those up and create a formal voting document, which you can vote on for each of those categories. So please check that out. The description is in the link. Throw in the suggestions for nominations, and we'll get to those awards this weekend.
I'm not hosting that, right? I don't have to host that. That's not Ryan. Ryan, look at my contract. Do I have to host it? That's
Hold up real quick. I mean, we have you down for hosting every award show.
I need the canned laughter, but I don't trust whoever's going to be engineering the SCN Awards. I don't trust them with hitting a laughter button versus a fart button or a robot button or any other of the myriad sound drops.
Wow, after all this time, I thought I earned that. But I totally get it, and we'll find someone else.
I love you, son. Let's go fishing this weekend.
You got it, Dad.
I'm really
Uncle
scared
and Bond.
I'm not going to win any of the awards.
Yeah. It's okay. It happens. I'm voting for you right now for best feud between you and Ben Goddard's Expressions.
Thank you.
I think there's another Ben Goddard feud that's a little more.
Is this
Wildcat
going down this weekend? Did I miss a memo or something?
No, I will close out. I'll close out the nominations and then put them together, and then this weekend I will throw up the official voting document.
Sounds good.
And then it'll probably happen around sometime next week that we'll officially have them.
Well, maybe it's something. Oh, sorry, real quick, Winston. Something we got to talk about. Maybe it's something I can talk to with Christian Harloff today on the Stereo app. It's you go to www.stereo.com/Christian Harloff or /Brad Sheridan. You can listen to us talk about complete nonsense. Is basically what we usually get to. Or people ask a ton of movie trivia Schmoedown questions that I have no input on. But it's super fun. I know Roxy's been doing it. I was gonna I almost hit you up just the other night and was just gonna see if I could bitch about my car situation with you.
Why didn't you?
It was late. I don't know what your schedules. I know you're busy, but I'm gonna hit you up at some point. We're gonna just talk about something random. But yeah, it's super fun. Have you messed with it much, Winston?
Yes, I have. I'm a big fan of the app. Everybody should get on it immediately.
I'm also a fan of it, but mostly I'm a fan of listening to Christian on it because he does an amazing job of talking about what's going on behind the scenes for SEN and Schmoedown. And honestly, I think it's kind of becoming a must. If you guys love this show and if you love the Schmoedown, if you're not listening to his show, he drops different things like for the first time over on Stereo. So if you want to be in the know, I definitely would check it out. It's also really user friendly. Which is kind of cool because I'm horrible at these things. And so, when I heard like, oh, a new app, I get very anxiety ridden, like, oh my God, a new app. I already can't deal with the apps that I have. But this one, you just literally just kind of like open it up and it works. It's magic that way. So I'm obsessed with this thing right now. And I really think that Christian told us that this is the way of the future. And as much as he's my big bro, so I like to argue everything he says, I kind of think he's spot on this one.
And you get to hear the fans. You get to put a voice to the faces or to the names we've seen forever, and that's been an exciting thing for me. Is like I hear, and so many people have such wonderful accents and are from other countries that I didn't know about. It's like they come in, they're like, wait, what? That's what you put in your head, what you think, P. O'Connell sounds like, but maybe it doesn't sounds like a good dude. So yeah, check it out. Come today at right after the show, noon. PT, myself, and Christian will be doing our nonsense, silly nonsense show. And check it out. Sign up. Everybody sign up. We want to get Christian to at least 2,000, and everybody else to over 2,000, right, Rox? We want to beat Christian on this. We want him to be the best.
I want him to win, and then I want to come in a very close second.
Yes, that's what we want. And I'll take third. Anybody want to call fourth?
I'm gonna call reparations and say I deserve first, and with that,
you do. Actually,
PC donated $30. Happy Blurred Day. Ordered a SWAG shirt for Charlie and he's like, what does that stand for? I have no clue. Also got myself some Den merch. Den all day every day baby. The Last Cinema Sailor donated $30. Hey gang. Winston and Brett, this is for you. Ellis, it is always a pleasure to feast my eyes on your beautiful self. It makes me want to sing some Dave Mason at full volume. I am so stoked for the remainder of WandaVision. # Grog needs some coke and pussy.
Yeah, that's how Christian started off the first Stereo.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah,
is that Grogu needs some coke and pussy?
Wow. Somebody said, what do you think the Mandalorian's gonna start off with? And he said, yeah, I think Luke's gonna be like, you ready to trade? And Grogu's gonna be like, F this, let's go get some coke.
Do you think Grogu has genitalia?
Are they? Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Do we know if this species is are they asexual? Do they have both parts?
Mark answered very quickly saying yeah. So I feel like he has some insider knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Grogu's definitely packing something down there.
Some green eggs and ham.
there's a way to reproduce, and I feel like Grogu was just getting to that stage of its matriculation where it's like, you know what, I'm starting to look at other Muppets differently than I was before.
Yeah, that's the quickest you've ever said yes to anything. Yeah, yeah, he does. I've seen it myself.
Speaking of genitalia, hello everyone. Hope y'all are doing well. No nasty questions, porn stuff, cusses, no swearing for today. This is from Pussy O'Connell, by the way. Just want to ask some personal / curious questions. Who inspired y'all to pursue the dreams that y'all are pursuing / dreams that y'all pursued? Like Brett, who inspired you to do comedy? Was it an actor? Maybe an SNL sketch you saw when you were younger or something else? Alex, who inspired or motivated you to do singing? Love to hear y'all's answers. Gordon Ramsay and Christopher Nolan inspired me to do what I do. Thank you, Pussy.
I'll answer for Brett and Alex. I inspired both of them.
100%.
What do you think he does if Gordon Ramsay and Christopher Nolan inspired him?
Makes a cooking show with like really cool cinematography that you have to go see in a theater.
Right.
Backwards.
That doesn't make any sense unless you read a book.
He uncooks things.
It's a Fathom event.
Yeah, uncooks. I like it.
It's uncooking.
That was fire.
Don't let that one go under the radar.
Thank you.
That was fire.
Sometimes
I gotta give you props for that, man. I gotta give you props for that.
Or he just dreams about cooking. Okay, I'm gonna put it on
Also,
my head.
everybody keeps calling Grogu a child. I know he's technically a child for his race, but bro, he's 50. Like he is 50 years old. Like, is it his prime? In most people's sexual prime at 25? Like, he's already on the decline.
What's at 25?
For women, it starts at 35, but for men, it's at 25 as your sexual peak.
Oh,
yeah, but if Grogu is whatever Yoda is, then their life expectancy is 900. So let's just say, for sake of argument, that his life expectancy is 9 times what a human is. So let's take 50 divided by 9, which means that Grogu right now is not even 6 years old, and so Grogu is just now playing with his GI Joes and thinking like, oh, this is fun. So Grogu's probably a little ways away.
You're right.
Discovering
Quick maths. If we're using 9 as a factor, if he's supposed to be 25 and it's 9 times that, he needs to be about 225 to hit his sexual peak. So that makes sense. That checks out. He's got time.
So to answer your question, it was John Belushi.
Oh, who inspired?
James Livario donated $100.
Wow.
You're about to lose your job. Not. Let's get an impression of fucks.
Nice, James.
Thank you so much.
Something to play with.
Thank you so much.
Alex, he specifically wanted to know from you for the musician one.
Alex Turner from the Arctic Monkeys, right there. That's my biggest inspiration.
Hey, nice.
There you go.
I didn't know that. Jim Cummings. Not Winnie the Pooh. There's an independent filmmaker, Jim Cummings, who really inspired me to create and direct and produce. And then the people I'm working with now for doing online film punditry, honestly, like in high school, there was no one who was as passionate about movies as me in high school. I remember when Man of Steel was coming out, I just looked to YouTube, and it was like the Schmoes covering Man of Steel. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy.
I got killed for that review. And Jim Cummings and I are buddies, man. He was on Rotten Tomatoes is Wrong.
No way.
Yeah, we talked about, by the way, that's my podcast that I love when y'all have me on and promote it every time. Rotten Tomatoes is Wrong.
I love that show.
Enjoy podcast.
It's so good.
Roxy might have popped in a couple times. Winston might have popped in a couple times. And Jim Cummings was on the episode where we talked about the Leo DiCaprio, Danny Boyle film, The Beach.
Wow.
Yo,
he's so cool, man.
Not the same guy as Winnie the Pooh.
He's my idol. I helped out on his most recent feature, Wolf of Snow Hollow, and he was like the most kind, generous person. Yeah, they say don't meet your heroes, and he's definitely one that you want to meet.
Yeah, but did he take you to Coffee Bean?
He didn't. He didn't take me to Coffee Bean.
The Winnie the Pooh guy ended up in
Same goes for Mark Ellis.
Real quick, couple of things, because I know we got to cover more of these Streamlabs. Y'all, we're at 411. We're at 411. We are so close to getting a 5-way twerk off for Roxy. Give her an early Valentine's Day present, yo.
It's like when amber is the color of your energy and one.
Yes. Correct. That is correct.
Correct.
There it is. But Alex, what else we got, man? Let's make sure we get them all because we got about 20 minutes left.
Joe OK says, when does a joke become a dad joke? When it becomes apparent.
Oh,
Dragon 17. Dragon 17 says, for Harloff or Roca, none of them are on. I'll save that for tomorrow or next time I'm on. Texas SCHMOEDOWN fan says, first off, good draft, Winston. Quick question. Harloff and others have stated that you got Laura Kelly to trade back to corruption. Any intentions of that? Seems like a stupid trade to me to get rid of one of the best Star Wars competitors in the game.
Why is Christian talking for me? He doesn't run swag. What makes you think that he just because he says it, I'm just gonna do it? Like, no. I drafted people because I believe in them.
I don't think he said Christian.
Didn't that what Alex just said? That Christian said that that's why.
Oh.
Don't I love Christian. If he wants to speak about rules, if he wants to speak about matchups, he can do that. But don't speak for my trades. I never said that.
Ooh.
Winston, are you using a challenge or not?
Yes, I am going to challenge. How dare you if that's the case, take over swag. I'll do something else. But don't tell me how to run my factions.
I can speak for Christian though, Alex. If you want to ask me the question for Christian and Roca, I have full authority to speak on behalf of Christian and answer for him.
Okay, you ready for this, Ellis?
Yeah.
Dragon 17 says, for Harloff or Roca or Ellis, I was watching SmackDown and Miz and Morrison reminded me of Team Action. They kind of look similar and have the same attitude. Do you see the similarity?
When I think of Team Action in wrestling, I think of Rattler Bob McKenzie and Jimbo the Diamond Slice.
Got it, Mark.
I actually can answer this.
All right, Roxy, come on, girl.
Because I've thought this many times. Do you think that Miz is like Ben? And because I feel that. And then also, I will say that I got to meet Miz in person and spend a little bit of time with him, and he is like the coolest dude on the effing planet. So that was very exciting for me. But I think that I get total Team Action vibes from them, and I think that this is a solid remark.
Oh, good for you.
50 Shades of Geek says, hello, is this the Krusty Krab? Is this the Krusty Krab? Is this the Krusty Krab? Thank you very much. Bobby Mitchell says, does anyone have...
donated $20.
Whoop,
Yo, what's up, fam? It's Seb3. Sorry to interrupt with a plug, but I just wanted to say that I love y'all and that Ken Napsuk is joining us on Sabak the Block tonight at 6 p.m. It's a Jedi Council reunion with Ace Emma Fife and the Pit Boss. First cut.
Sir.
RB3.
RB3, if you want me to promote the show, just text me. You don't have to donate. But thank you very much. We love you. Go check out Sabak the Block tonight at 6 p.m. PT on First Cut.
It's a big get. Knapsack won't even respond to my texts. That's big.
Damn.
Yeah.
Savage.
All right. From Bobby Mitchell, does anyone have thoughts on the Stafford trade to the Rams? As a Lions fan, I'm curious to hear outside opinions.
Is that Bobby Mitchell, as in the legendary Washington Furfur? No, that Bobby Mitchell just passed away, but he was one of the all-time greats in the history of the NFL. I am bummed that my team didn't get him, if I'm being honest. We offered a lot of picks for Stafford, and I would have loved to have him be on the Washington football team. Rams gave up a lot, but they're in win-now mode. Do I think it's going to work? No, but they took a big swing. He's cheaper than Deshaun Watson.
He's cheaper than Deshaun Watson. I agree. They're in win-now mode. I think that this could play out well for them, but it is a situation where they have to pull it off in the next 2 years because you got Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey. Those two young running backs are doing pretty well. The issue was Jared Goff, 1,000%. I think for the Lions, unless you can undo some wiring in Jared Goff's brain, you ultimately kind of got screwed unless what you really wanted was the picks.
I love
Justin
win
Square
now.
donated $20. Cheap,
Thank you.
cheap. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. Can I get Winston as DMX teaching Roxy how to make the best grilled cheese sandwich step by step while interjecting life advice in between as Roxy tries to tell him that she doesn't eat cheese?
I don't eat cheese.
Sure. Okay, so we have that and then another random impression we're supposed to do, right? So let's keep getting these Streamlabs and we'll come back to those.
I think we did the other one.
We did the other
Did
one.
we?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
it was,
the $100 one said everybody do random
impression
impression.
offs.
Oh.
Yeah. That's fine. Keep talking, and we'll come back to it. Unless we've covered all the.
I think that means you, Alex.
Well, no, Roxy, did you want to talk about win now mode?
No. I just think that win now mode is usually smart because take it while you can get it.
Roxy, were you offended that apparently Matthew Stafford said the one team he doesn't want to go to is New England?
No, nothing's offensive. We don't want people who don't want to be with us.
Great point.
Oh, they're gonna say you don't win.
What a counter shot! Like, goddamn, that was phenomenal.
Just right now, like when you look at New England, if you don't have faith in the Patriots and in Belichick and in Kraft and what they're going to be able to do in the future, then why the F would I want you on our team? I get that this wasn't a hot season for us, but we're still the fucking Patriots.
Hey, you're still the Patriots. If I'm Stafford, I don't want to go there simply because I don't want to be playing in that shadow of TB12. And they don't have a lot of weapons right now, but I think that if Belichick and crew have a good draft, then things can turn around very, very quickly in the National Football League.
Patriots should change their name to the Insurrectionists.
Sorry, Elmo.
Oh, Elmo.
My God, no.
God. I couldn't.
Oh my
it was
God,
just
Elmo,
like
no.
Not appropriate.
Elmo.
Brett, is your kid just over the moon that the Chiefs are in the game, man? Don't you tell that young man to not take this for granted. Because when I was 11, Washington was in the Super Bowl, and I was like, we're going to be good every year. And look where I am now. I'm a miserable 75-year-old man. Don't let this happen to your kid.
So, okay.
Real quick.
Go.
He does not watch anymore, but my wife's watched the entire season. He got her into it. I was a little bit. My wife now watches more football than anybody in the entire family.
Team Lonnie, all the way.
Yep.
Real quick, I can hear them in the other room. They've started auditions, so I can't do the DMX thing because that's going to require me to scream. So Roxy, later this evening, are you good with doing? We'll do a quick little video on Twitter for people and make sure Justin Square gets his impression of me doing DMX. Having you get a grilled cheese.
That's totally fine as long as I get man butt by the end of the show.
Well, we're close. I mean, we're at 4:59, y'all. We're close, but you got like 12 minutes. What do we get to? 5:50?
Yeah.
Winston, you need to see if these people auditioning can perform under fire. What better method than to make them think DMX is in the next room?
Wow, yeah. That's a solid point. This is a solid point, sir. So, I mean, unfortunately, I don't want to ruin, them like trying to get this role because I don't think DMX is going to be around when someone's getting murdered. So, I don't want to do that to them. But yes, we are only $91 away, folks. $91 away from twerk off.
Is your back hurting, Roxy? Yeah. Did you want me to order you one of these bad boys?
I really do. My back is in so much pain.
Oh, I'm so comfy.
Alex.
Mike P says currently listening to Light of the Jedi audiobook and just finished chapter 3. This is not a spoiler, but it includes one of the best descriptions of the goings on and sense of dread when it comes to an imminent disaster. I have chills. Thank you. Okay. 50 Shades of Geek says Disney's got a lot planned for the Black Panther universe. I love this news, but my biggest question is what are they going to do about T'Challa? I understand the real world problems here, but please don't let this important character be left behind.
I have a feeling, honestly, they didn't say we will never. They said we're not going to. I think they're going to do kind of the thing that I was suggesting. Don't do it now. It's too soon. The movie's coming out in the next couple of years. Just let him be dead or in another dimension or something. And then you can have a situation where when you go for Black Panther 3, because they're going to make a trilogy out of this, have it where he can come back and then like maybe he was an alternate universe because they're about to bust open the multiverse like T'Challa and he takes over or something like that. Or maybe some magic or something has changed what he looks like. Like, I think you just need to give it a little bit of time, honestly.
All right, Ace Money says, I've been a Manson fan since the 90s, but I recently got into his music with the release of his most recent album. The allegations by Evan Rachel Wood and the others are horrific. I believe them. It sucks to find out the art you love was made by a monster.
Yep.
Charles Manson also made music, so that initial question really kind of stuck in my craw for a second. Was a huge Manson fan. Really? Maybe you shouldn't follow us anymore.
50 Shades of Geek says, I'm low on cash right now, but that Schmobot was worth it. Winston, I hope you appreciate it. #Swagconda forever.
I did appreciate it. Thank you.
Trash Panda says, hyped AF to see The Weeknd performing this Sunday. That thing Tom Brady's playing in. Let's go, Abel. Hope he brings Daft Punk with him.
I think it's going to be a fine halftime show. When you're promoting the Super Bowl, we really don't need to hear that song this week. Like we know the song. I don't need to hear it again. Okay. That same keyboard intro, it's permanently stuck in my head. The other one is that Italian opera on that with the goldfish on top of the car
Sunshine
commercial.
Banks donated $20. Everybody get on the floor, let's dance. Don't fight the feeling, give yourself a chance. Shake, 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 shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Oh, shake, 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 shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty.
Thank you.
I believe.
Should I grab my baby book where it says that was my favorite song when I was 2? Or no?
Oh, shake, shake, shake.
Shake, shake, shake.
No. We're so close now.
No,
we're so close now.
We have 9 minutes to get $71.
Get $71. Yeah.
9 minutes. 8, 9.
What else we got, Alex?
It took
Mara
1
says
second for somebody to rob me of my car, so you can get up to that $1. I'm having a bad day.
Oh, Brett.
Damn.
It's all good. Let's sit. What does Cunt Dooku have to say?
Well, first, Amara has to say, Idina would definitely be the way to go for Wicked.
Right.
She'll bring the Frozen fans with her. So excited.
Yep.
That's a good point.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to do it, but it would be the way.
Maybe she'll be like a secondary role, cameo,
maybe.
if anything. Hopefully.
Gotta check
Change
that
my
Wicked out. Never seen it.
It's so good. It's so good, Mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saw it live.
Okay.
Wonderful.
So good.
Change My Mind says, Forrest Gump is just the Ready Player One for the boomer generation.
Is it?
It's not.
The _K_Wolf donated $71. This is for you, Roxy.
Hell yeah.
Roxy,
Okay, Wolf.
Look at that.
You just made
Look
us
at
pass
that.
our goal.
Nice.
Work off
Roxy.
is happening.
All right, so
looking up twerk tutorials.
Yeah.
I
kind of had the Forrest Gump
Rocket
thing.
everywhere.
Gump thing. There was
Gotta
a
make
lot
sure I
of,
have space here.
Elvis meeting.
A lot of
Nixon.
ass.
Okay.
Oh, that.
All right, Alex, keep reading because I got a hard out at noon. So let's keep reading these and then let's get to the booty.
Oh yeah, I gotta leave in 2 minutes.
50 Shades of Geek says, I want Winston's ass so bad.
I get that.
Should we do it now? Because Brett's got
let's just
Testing my angle here.
everybody. You know, make sure I got some.
Everybody get up.
Can you
have some background music, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm pulling something up real quick.
Hold on, let me get like a little.
All right.
My
I'm not loving the
looks
yawning
like the quick
energy.
feed drill.
There was
I'm
some
not
yawning
loving
energy
the
there.
yawn energy happening here. Work.
All right, cool. We
Oh,
good.
that's good.
We good.
Wait, let me see how Winston does
Might
it.
echoey if I take
can,
off the headset.
Yo, Mark Ellis might be, but Mark and Brett, like,
Wow! Look at what Ryan is screaming to the
Ryan on the
table.
handstand.
So
on the
good. You
motherfucking.
guys all, some great looking booty. Yada, yada, yada. Yeah. All of you guys. 10. So good. We've got Mark with the bunny hop, Brett with the different locations going on, Winston backing that thing up, Ryan, whose legs were literally on the wall, and Alex with the all over the place laughing work. I am into every one of you.
Man.
Wow.
Can we launch an investigation of whether Ryan was behind all those donations because he clearly wanted to work.
What are you talking about?
Bro,
my shoulder hurts.
I haven't been able to handstand ever. So like that was impressive.
It's how, you know, the Sixers having a good season. I do that after all their wins. So for more of that, check me out on Stereo. No, that was a fun one. My shoulder really hurts.
How much that would break my rule of showing my gut during this COVID time.
It's okay, man. Anytime
I put on 30 pounds. I don't know.
It's okay. It's okay. You know, I've been working hard on my whole 30. I'm almost done. I got a couple days. And like, the funny thing is, if I have to twerk, unfortunately, like my ass goes out and my stomach goes out at the same time with the counterbalance. I get it. It's okay.
Yeah.
You looked great, man.
This is the best. This is the best.
Roxy is so happy.
Yeah, because you know what? You guys are so fun. That was so fun for me. And like, I think you all just did such a great job, and I appreciate you and your ability to work, and it is a weird year, and that was dope. Way to go, 2021 twerking.
Yeah, all day. Well,
Roxy, can I tell you something on behalf of all of us? Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you so much. That really is going to be my Valentine. I'm going to replay that over and over and stuff my face with chocolate.
It is Groundhog Day, so we're going to keep on doing it throughout the day, actually.
I think I kind of repeat. My twerk form is a little bit like a nervous groundhog seeing his shadow and just scurrying back into his bungalow.
There's a lot of different perfections to the twerking, and you guys all rocked your own thing. I have nothing bad to say about any of the twerks.
I'm sorry that I was wearing denim. It's a dark color on dark. I'll wear white basketball shorts next time so you can really see the juice flow like a Starburst pack.
Like a Starburst pack.
I understand now why people pay him professionally to say things. That was
not
a descriptor.
And not dance.
Wow, maybe you should start maybe there's like a stand-up comedy dancing while giving stand-up. Like you could twerk while just giving respect.
There is. My friends Justine Marino and Justin Martindale host a show called The Funny Dance Show on E, which was born at the Comedy Store. Makuga has done a version of it. I'm not sure if he was on air, but it's a great show. Check out Justine Marino and Justin Martindale, two of the funniest comics and expert twerkers.
Nope. We got 3 minutes left. Let's cover as many of these Streamlabs and Super Chats. If Brett has to
Love
run.
You, Brett.
Brett, thank you.
Bye, Brett.
See you guys.
Bye, Brett, honey.
Later, man. Anything that we miss? Anything that Sorry, stereo.com, Christian Harlow. Yes. Anything that we missed, real quick, I'll be here hosting tomorrow. I'll make sure that Alex and I and Ryan and anybody else on the show that we covered these Streamlabs that we're missing, but let's get as many more as we can in the next 2 minutes.
I won't be here tomorrow, but okay. Tiffany F says, "Hi, Brett. Dropping in a little something for the juice off. Let's get this going. Roxy's right. Men's butts are on the list now." There you go. Thank you, Tiffany F, for contributing to that.
I love booty.
Booty. Justin Square says, "Finally, Winston and Roxy are on the show together. So Roxy doesn't play games. Touchy subject. Got it. New cookout question. Roxy, you're thrown into being the DJ for about 10 minutes until the food is ready. What 3 90s/early 2000 songs would you play?"
Booze and ice.
Yes, ma'am. Well done. Yes, ma'am.
My only thing, and by the way, you think I'm coming to somebody's party and I am going to have the audacity to touch their music? This is a trick question if I've ever heard one.
Well done.
Oh my God.
Well
fucking
done.
radio
you know what Roxy
alone.
just did? Roxy just got you know how when you get a driver's license, they give you that piece of paper you can hold on in your car until you get the real life? Her laminated license with the photo just showed up in the mail. She knows what it is. Let's go.
Frame it.
Flying V says, "Did anyone watch the new Mighty Ducks trailer? Seems like the Ducks went the way of the Hawks."
No, I have not.
Didn't catch
No,
it.
Wow, when did that come out this morning? I actually really am excited about this. Not as excited as Wicked, but still excited.
Unknown.
We'll check it out. Pussy O'Connell says, "Mr. Ellis, what are your thoughts on the Lakers, the Nets, and their defense or the lack thereof in the Wizards?
Thank you,
Jamal is
Pussy.
getting cocky about his Sixers. Watch this MF lose in the second round of the playoffs.
Oh my God.
Should trade for Beal. Thanks."
Lakers look great. LeBron has a MJ-sized chip on his shoulder this season, which I love. The Nets are fun to watch. I don't think it's going to work in the playoffs. And the Wizards, let Bradley Beal have some fun somewhere else, please.
There you go.
Okay, let's get one more, and then we got to get out of here.
Cool. Popcorn says, "Alex, do you have a fave of Sundance? Mine is on the count of 3. Roxy, how's the apartment hunt going, or are you going to stay with someone? Good luck on the hunt." I have my Sundance days tomorrow. I'm seeing all the award winners, so that'll be my day. Ryan, I know, has had his Sundance day.
Watched 4 movies on Sunday. Land was my favorite, which is Robin Wright, directorial feature debut, and she starred in it. It's incredible. It's about grief, and there's a Bruce Springsteen song in it, and a Star Wars metaphor, so check it out.
Boom. Roxy,
Wow.
Permanent Hunt. Go.
Selling points.
I know.
I know we have to go, so I'll just say I haven't found the place yet. That's
Okay. Okay, thank you. Hit that music. Alex Marzoña.
Sleep on the chair.
Alex Marzoña, mark where we left off. I'll make sure whoever's engineering tomorrow gets to him. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching SCN Live. You are the best fans in the world. Keep on twerking, all right? Just like go over and practice. Put your hands on your knees and then just body, yaddy, yaddy all day.
Body, yaddy.
Mark Ellis, Alex Marzoña, Ryan Nilsen, and the lovely Roxy Striar. I'm Winston A, the Swaggy Word. We love y'all. Get the stereo right now. Christian and Brett are live on stereo. Go check